This last season felt pretty massive despite me not actually watching a whole lot. Although, to be fair, that might just be because Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan were on the same day. Seriously, Sunday became really overpowered for a bit there. But enough about the past, let's look towards the future. Well, I can certainly say that I'm making up for not watching much last season by watching a ton of shows this time. After the video, make sure to tell me what you're watching in the comments, it is always fun to see. For now though, let's get into this. Doesn't the first season feel like forever ago? It came out before the never-ending year that was 2020, so maybe that's why? But anyway, for me this series is probably the most isekai, while also still managing to be somewhat decent. I remember the first season ended in a fairly interesting place with them getting betrayed by the Scythe guy, so hopefully they explore that a little bit more. From the trailer though, it does seem like it's going to be business as usual, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It is an isekai after all. Also, it does seem like there's going to be more characters introduced, all of them women. Well, it is an isekai after all. Yeah, Kaguya's back. Maybe this will be it, guys. This might finally be the season where they get together. Knowing anime though, I very much am doubtful. What is not in doubt, however, is that this will be another super entertaining and funny season. I think I'm personally most intrigued by what's next for Ishigami after what happened towards the end of the previous season. Personally, I'm hoping that he ends up with Ino, but that may end up being wishful thinking. I think we do know what to expect going into this, and I don't think there's really any way for them to screw this up given the success of the first two seasons. I certainly will not be disappointed. It's the return of the best harem series. Don't at me on that one, I will fight you and I will win. Jokes aside though, I like Date Alive way too much for what it is, but hey, nothing wrong with that. Everyone's got at least one show like this, and I have about 10, so that is great taste from me. Anyway, this season of Date Alive seems to be continuing the formula of introducing more spirits. One of them seems to be in space, which, okay, how are you breathing? That seems impossible. Ignoring that though, I am looking forward to seeing where the plot goes and what new harem antics will occur with these extra elements added in. Oh, and have loads of Kurumi, that would also be nice. Oh hey, Komi's back. I could probably leave it there, the first season wasn't that long ago, but I look forward to the continued adventures of this colourful cast of characters. For those unaware, this girl Komi can't communicate well, but she wants to make 100 friends anyway. Admirable. As it turns out though, every student in this school has, let's say, some quirks which makes for some memorable characters. There is something really heartwarming about seeing Komi trying her best to get along with all these whimsical tricksters and just generally trying to get on in life. Looking forward to seeing where Season 2 takes it and what other crazy characters get introduced. The first season of this show was pretty underwatched actually. It wasn't life-changing or anything, but it was a fun old time that no one watched. The general premise is that there's this girl who is contacted by their demon ancestor and told to go defeat the local magical girl. Turns out though that she's super weak and constantly get defeated by said magical girl, who also turns out to be her classmate. I don't really have much more to add, it's just a really wholesome slice of life, and personally for me, I need that to contrast some of the more serious shows that I'm watching. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Love Live will never end, and honestly, I don't want it to. From what I know of the All-Stars mobile game, which Nijigasaki is loosely based on, there are some more characters introduced and some of them weren't very well liked when introduced. I don't know that much more myself, but it'll be super interesting to see if that carries over into the anime. Other than that, the first season has songs almost every episode, and with even more members joining this time, it is entirely possible that we get one song per episode, which is crazy on its own. Overall, Love Live is a comfort for me, so there's no chance I will ever miss a season. And so, Magia Record is coming to an end. I have really mixed feelings on the series as a whole, but if this season has animation as good as the last one, I will probably come out satisfied. I have heard that apparently the story has diverged from the mobile game, so the season should be fresh for everyone. I haven't actually played the mobile game, just an FYI. A lot of people have said that they had trouble following the plot, but I honestly can't say the same. I thought it was fairly simple. Overall though, I do sort of have the feeling of wanting to get through this to the Madoka main series movie that we're getting at some point, but I will still enjoy this. The first season was a lot of fun, and this second one is adding the characters from Angel Beats, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that big on Angel Beats myself, but I am looking forward to seeing how they interact with the other characters that are already there. I don't have too much more to add on this one. It's a short series, so it's not going to take much time out of my week to watch. Here's hoping that they keep up those ridiculous skits and tons of references in the next season. Finally, we move on to the new shows, and to start things we have Summertime Rendering. This one centers on a guy that returns to his childhood home after an incident, and once he's there, bad stuff starts happening. I think it sounds quite interesting. I love a good mystery, me. Seems like there's going to be some supernatural stuff going on, but if I'm being honest, I didn't get too much info from the trailer, which might actually be a really good thing in a show like this. I also do believe that it's been announced that it's going to be the whole manga, which means it's actually going to finish, which is nice. I certainly am looking forward to all my prediction for what's happening to be completely off the mark. So the general plot of this one is that the hero of this fantasy world gets exiled from the human realm for being too powerful and therefore dangerous. He then gets a job rebuilding the demon army. He'll probably end up falling for the demon lord, as these stories tend to go, but hey, gimme some of that enemies to lovers stuff. I'm not going into this expecting a 10 out of 10 masterclass, but I'm hopeful that it'll at least be better than the last hero gets betrayed by the kingdom anime I watched. Yes, that one. From the trailers, this one does look more wholesome and will probably humanize the demon army quite a bit, and hopefully it'll turn out that the humans are actually bad. That's just me guessing though. And now for something completely different. This one is about the leader of a Power Rangers type team who has fallen in love with a member of the evil villain team and all the shenanigans that will no doubt cause. You know, after this and the last entry, I think I might have a thing for this kind of show. My friend was actually the one that showed this to me, so thanks for that. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be interesting to see if they keep up the battling for the fate of the world thing while also going on dates and stuff in their off time, or if they'll prioritize one over the other. It'll also be interesting to see how their respective teammates react. I imagine that there'll be a lot of bad lies told. That's what I would do. Honestly, this is a show that I don't know a whole lot about, but when it was announced, everyone said it's going to be good, so here we are. From my brief research, it seems to be about some spies who act out being a family while on a mission, except that none of them know that the others are spies and they're trying to keep it a secret. Honestly, it sounds like a right hoot. The trailer gives me the impression that the kid is probably the smartest of the three of them, but will probably have to act like a dumb kid for deceptive purposes. I wish I had more to add, but sometimes you just know you're going to be missing out by not watching something, and this is one of those cases for me. And that is everything, for now. There's actually a few more shows I'm interested in watching, but I figured that I've got to draw the line somewhere, so maybe I'll go back and check out some more at some other point. For now though, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more. I also stream occasionally, links in the description for that. I will see you guys next time, take care, and bye guys.